Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of ArtSmarts. This educational series is meant for artists to help navigate some of the trickier or more uncommon parts of the art business world. Today's episode is about applying to art fairs. And art fairs are a really fantastic opportunity for a lot of artists to sell your work in person at different venues throughout the region and state and even country, depending on how deep you want to go. The good thing about art fairs is you can often start local, see how you like it, and build your way up from there. People tend to get in kind of a groove with this. They have a system and it works for them. So today's system, we're going to be talking about Zapp. And Zapp is an art fair application system that's used by art fairs across the country. I think the number is over 400 shows that use this system. Including ours, River Arts Inc. manages the Cowchip Arts and Crafts Fair, held each Labor Day weekend. So I am going to be talking from personal experience as an administrator, also as an artist, as we go through the benefits of using Zapp. So let's get started. Why use Zapplication? What is so different about this program? Zapp is completely free to use. It costs you no money to have an account with them and to use it to apply to shows. Each show is going to have a fee that they charge to apply to it, but that would be the same amount if you were doing it on your own or using Zapp. So there's no additional fee to use Zapp. Like I was saying earlier, Zapp is used by hundreds of events across the country. And once you set up a profile with Zapp, you can use that one profile to apply to as many art fairs as you want. So it saves you a lot of time. You're not filling out a sheet of paper for every single show you want to do. They also securely store all files, statements, photos, and any other application materials you would need. So you don't have to go digging on your computer for your art files or your artist statement or rewrite one every time. You can upload it to your profile in Zapp and then just pull it for each application you use. So it really streamlines the process, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of different fairs. Zapp will also send you automatic reminders for upcoming show deadlines. So it helps you stay organized for different shows that you want to apply to if you've marked that you're interested in them. So that's a really helpful benefit that a lot of people get out of using Zapp. And finally, they do offer really secure payment processing. I know some people are hesitant to use payment over the internet. Zapp offers a really secure system, and they offer all written receipts and records for you. So it takes any of the stress out of paying for these shows online. Just really quick, I pulled a list of shows just in Wisconsin alone using Zapp. And as of today, there's over 21 in Wisconsin. Notable ones include Art Fair on the Square, Art Fair off the Square, the Kohler Art Center's Midsummer Festival of the Arts, Madison Museum of Contemporary Arts Holiday Art and Gift Fair, and of course the Cowchip Arts and Crafts Fair. Like I said, we use this show. This will be, I believe, our third or maybe fourth year using it, and it is so helpful. We are a fan. So getting started, you'll want to visit zapplication.org. That is their homepage, and that will be where you can find links to create your profile, find a specific show you want to search for, and also helpful tutorials and help videos as well. The very first step is to create your profile. This includes your name, your address, your email, your phone number, and what you make. That's essentially the gist of it. Something to keep in mind, though, is to remember to keep this updated. Let's say you move or you change your email address. Be sure to update this information in Zapp as well, because this is how the show administrators will contact you. So it's important to stay on top of that if you think of it. Zapp also allows you to add collaborators and team members. Making art is often a team process, team sport, I like to say. You can list your collaborators and team members on this as well, so it's not all on one person's shoulders to fill everything out. Zapp has a really helpful video on getting started and creating a profile, and I will link to that below this video for you to check out when you have a moment. One of the tricky spots that people run into when using Zapp is uploading their photos. And I will mention, I'm not going to do like a step-by-step walkthrough of how to apply to a show. Zapp's system has a really robust option for that, so I'm going to just kind of highlight a couple of the tricky spots that people might run into. The number one snag people run into is uploading their photos. Zapp has image requirements that they put in place for your photos. And they may seem like a frustrating technicality, but I promise you it's a good thing. This ensures that the photos the jurors see of your work are high quality and represent your artwork well. If you could upload any photo you want, it might end up blurry, hard to see, out of focus, and then the juror is going to be focusing on that and not your artwork. So even if there is some frustration with image requirements, I promise they're a good thing. The most common problem people run into with photos is that they're the wrong size. Zapp recommends no longer than 1,920 pixels on the longest side. I will list information about image requirements and links to resources in the description of this video. Zapp also has a fantastic tutorial on their website about formatting your photos. Exactly. Yeah. So they have a really great resource for this. So I'm not going to walk you through how to do it immediately, but just know that they will help get you through this. I promise. One thing too, as you're uploading photos, Zapp will ask you to describe what's in the photo. They'll ask about the title of the piece, the year it was made, what it's made out of, and then also dimensions. Some people find this tricky, especially something like jewelry. It's kind of hard to list the dimensions of jewelry. If nothing else, go ahead and put zeros in those boxes and then just describe what it is in the comments section, just so that you can provide any extra information. So just a little note about that. The fees section. Fees can mean a lot of different things. Each show that you apply to will structure their fees pretty differently. The basic ones are as follows. A jury fee is the amount required to submit your application. This is usually under $50 for most shows, depending on how big you want to go. And it's really just meant to cover the costs of processing your application. The booth fee. This is the amount that will cover your physical space for the day of the event. This is like booking your spot. They are often, if not always, done as two separate payments. So you apply and you pay your jury fee. If you're accepted, then you're invited to purchase your space separately. So it's two different payments there. Examples of other fees could be if the art fair is offering electricity for an additional fee. Same with internet access. Some shows charge additional amounts for a corner spot, depending on their layout, if they can offer that. Or if you want larger booth spaces or double spaces, it really can be up to the show administrator. Some of them you can purchase a parking pass or a t-shirt and other merchandise. It can be anything. But most commonly shows will have a jury fee and a booth fee to start with. If you are ever wondering about a fee that you see listed, then it would be something you want to contact the show administrator about, not necessarily Zapp, because they don't set the fees. The show administrator will decide what the fees are. So the Zapp Help Center is a fantastic resource for you. I highly recommend it. It's super robust, covers a lot of different topics. They also have a help desk that you can contact, and they respond within an hour every single time I've contacted them. And they also provide a lot of written resources that are also available as videos. So if you're someone who wants to see it in action, you can do it that way, or you can just read through their tutorials as well. They have sections on there like frequently asked questions, step-by-step videos, And even if they don't have the necessary information, they will provide you direct links to other resources that could help you with your question. So if you ever run into a snag with Zapp, I highly recommend their help center. I will put a link below this video with a lot of their helpful information and links to their help center. That's what I've got for you today. I know I wasn't a super step-by-step guide on how to use Zapp, but I just wanted to introduce people to what it is, how it helps stand apart from other art fair application systems, and maybe highlight one or two problems that some people run into when they're using it. Do you have any additional questions, anything I didn't cover? If so, leave me a comment below or send us a message on social media. We are River Arts Inc. You can find more information at riverartsinc.org. Thanks and happy art fair crafting.